Hey guys, how's it going? By the title of this video, you should be able to tell that we're going to be discussing today, are all religions the same? And out of my TikTok channels, out of my Instagram, this has to be one of the most asked questions overall. And I can see why. You know, when people look at religion, when they look at Islamic people, or they look at Christians, or they look at Mormons, they see that they're genuinely nice people. And they all tend to talk about some of the same things, like prayer, being nice to your other people, and worshiping God. But today we're going to discuss why this isn't true, and why this claim is actually really false, and it's deceptive. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so number one, each major religion is mutually exclusive. What does this mean? Well, if you read the Quran, right, the book of Islamic text, right, you read and you can see that it actually claims to be the truth, the only truth, and all other things that claim to be truth, therefore are wrong. And we can even jump into this in the Bible, right? Jesus claiming to be the I am. He's claiming to be the only way to truth. And so when we understand that each religion within their doctrine, within their text, is actually saying that they are the one true religion, that this text is the truth, that this is right, that therefore crosses out other religions being true because they have just claimed to be truth. So if the Quran is true, the Bible can't be true. If the Book of Mormon is true, the Bible and the Quran can't be true. So now that we've established this, let's move on to the second point, okay? So every single biblical text, right, in relationship to the Quran and in relationship to the Book of Mormon, they have superficial similarities. And what this means is that they generally tend to talk about being a good person, loving your neighbor, worshiping and praying to God, right? These would be superficial similarities that we can exemplify across every single religion, right? We see these in every single religion. However, although they are superficially similar, they are fundamentally different. And what I mean by this is when you examine, say, the Quran, right? In the Quran, it says that Jesus Christ was just a prophet and that he actually didn't die on the cross, but a fake was put in replacement of him and he ascended to heaven. So that's the claim from the Quran. Now, if we look at the Bible, right? The Bible says that Jesus Christ physically died on the cross and then he resurrected 3 days later. And Jesus himself within the Bible does not claim to just be a prophet, but be the way to which you are accepted to heaven, right? He says, I am the way, the truth, and the light, and no one comes to the Father except through me. So if we just look at those two claims, those are different claims. So this is proof that these biblical texts, right, not just the Bible, but the Quran, Book of Mormon, etc., are fundamentally different, right? They say different things. They're different books for a reason, right? The Mormons don't only study the Bible, right? They study the text of Joseph Smith, right? And so when we look at that, we can understand, okay, they're obviously different texts for a reason. These religions believe in these different texts for a reason. They're fundamentally different. They have these superficial similarities. And actually, a lot of religions, say like Satanism, right? They don't preach love your neighbor. They preach about worshiping the devil, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So superficially similar, fundamentally different, okay? And this leads us to our third point. What does the Bible say, okay? So we have to look at the Bible, right? If we're talking about Christianity, I'm a Christian, you know, hopefully you guys are Christians, and we're talking about why would the Bible be truth, okay? Now, what does the Bible say? So if we're trying to look at what the Bible says, who is the biggest authority in the Bible? Well, that would be Jesus Christ, right? The revelation, God who came in human form. So now we have to say, what did he say? Well, as we've already discussed, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So when we just look at that passage alone, when he says except through me, that is an exclusive claim. He's saying that if you want to go to heaven, if you want to be in God's love, worship me, give your life to me, and then you're there. So in that claim, he is saying, I am the only way to heaven. And so with these 3 points alone, we could go on for days and days and days, but within these 3 points alone, we can see that these texts are obviously different and they obviously say different things. So now it's up to you to look at these texts and say, are these truth? Which ones is truth? And how do I decipher which evidence from each text is right? So, every single religion is not the same. It's actually the furthest thing from the truth. And when you examine the text for yourself, you'll see that clearly. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that this helped you guys a ton. And let me know what topics you guys would like me to do next. You can follow my TikTok where I talk all about this, and there'll be more clips from this video posted at FutureSelf. You can follow my Instagram at futureself.official. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. God bless you. Bye-bye.